we trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you, we're trusting in you.
Welcome to Rocky Railway, our first ever virtual vacation Bible school. I'm Mr. Logan and this is Miss Kelsey. We can't wait to ride the rails with you over the next couple of weeks. We'll explore how Jesus' power pulls us through.
That's right, Mr. Logan. I love VBS and I cannot wait to show all of you what we've been working on for the past month. We're going to be imagining what it would be like to journey on a steam train through the Rocky Mountains. You know, traveling on a steam train used to be the fastest way to travel if you had to go far, if you have to go up a big hill. But you know, not many people travel by trains anymore.
That's right, Miss Kelsey. Most people take planes or cars when they're traveling long distances. This is going to be like traveling back in time.
This VBS is going to be so much fun, even though it is a little bit different than usual. But I am so glad that we can worship God and learn about Him no matter where we are.
Me too, Miss Kelsey, although I have to say I'm a little confused.
Okay.
How am I going to pass out my snacks to all my friends when they're in different places?
Well, Mr. Logan, that's why we passed out our Stay on Track packs. Let's pause the video and let everybody go grab theirs, and you can go grab yours.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Hey, Miss Kelsey, I'm back with my Stay on Track pack.
Perfect.
So now that I have my Stay on Track pack, what are we going to be doing during VBS?
So during VBS, we are going to be hearing about all different Bible stories from our Mayfair Kids team, me and you and all of our interns.
Yeah.
And we're going to be making some super fun sciencey gizmos and imagination station.
Wow, that sounds like a busy day.
It is, but that's not all. So guess what else we're going to do?
What?
We're going to get moving with some super awesome games. We're going to be making some super yummy snacks. And we're going to learn some awesome stories from kids who are putting their faith in Jesus in Kidfit Cinema.
That is so awesome. That sounds really fun, Miss Kelsey. But you want to know my favorite part of VBS?
What?
It is singing with all of you. So you want to sing now?
I do. I love to sing.
All right, friends, let's get on our feet. Let's worship God together.
Let's do it.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you, we're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us whole and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you, we're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you, we're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us whole and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you, we're trusting in you. We're off on this journey, there's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you.
Wow, I really miss singing with all of you guys. I know Miss Kelsey does too. And I especially love that song because it reminds us that Jesus' power pulls us through.
That's right, Mr. Logan. You know, we probably need to teach our friends the hand motions that we're doing because we might look a little bit crazy.
Okay, let's do
So
it.
every time you hear us say, Jesus' power pulls us through, you're going to pull down like you're pulling a train whistle.
Okay.
Let's practice.
Let's do it.
Ready? Jesus' power pulls us through. Let's do it one more time.
Okay.
Ready? Jesus' power pulls us through. Great job.
That was so good. Wow, I love that. During VBS this month, we're going to take a wild ride on the Rocky Railway, a very special train headed straight to the heart of the Rocky Mountains in Colorado.
That is right. So each day we are going to learn a special way that Jesus' power pulls us through. Great job. I know y'all are catching on real quick. Each day, we're going to learn a very important truth from the Bible that we need to remember. Today, we're going to learn that Jesus' power helps us do hard things. So every time you hear someone say, Jesus' power helps us do hard things, you're going to yell, Trust Jesus! Just like that. You're going to start down low and come up high. Our interns are even going to pop up on the screen every time to remind you to say it. Let's practice.
Let's
do you want to say trust Jesus?
Sure.
All right. So Jesus' power helps us do hard things.
Trust Jesus.
Great job. Just like that.
That's awesome. The Bible says,
For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength.
Christ is another name for Jesus.
That's right.
Jesus' power helps us do hard things.
Trust Jesus.
Awesome. He gives us the strength we need to power through sadness or confusion or mad feelings. Let's sing a song about that right now.
Feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power. Yeah, yeah, God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power. Yeah, God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. Now stop. I feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power. Yeah, yeah, God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power. Yeah, God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. Let's do it all again right now. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze. And everybody clap your hands. Now stop.
So all week long, we're going to get to know some surprising Bible memory buddies who will help you remember our key Bible points. All of our buddies are animals that come straight from the Rocky Mountains. They live there right now. So let's take a look at who's helping us today.
Hey there, friends! Glad you're all on board for a rambunctious week of faith and fun at Rocky Railway. I'm Ramsey, a bighorn sheep. Can you guess why? Okay, that was too easy. Check out these cool, curvy horns God gave me. Ram's horns can weigh up to 30 pounds. That's as much as some of our littlest preschool buddies. Wow! My horns have to be tough because we male sheep use them to keep other rams out of our territory. People who study rams say we can run into each other at 20 to 40 miles per hour. Bam! You can hear that sound for miles. Me and my herd hang out all over the majestic, massive Rocky Mountains. The Rocky Mountains rock! If you head up to find me, strap on your hiking boots. Sometimes my herd grazes in an alpine meadow. 'Cause that's where the good stuff is. Wow, good! But the meadow makes us an easy target for predators, so we also like to climb way up those crazy cliffs. We sheep like it steep. Me and my family can hang out on a little teeny tiny ledge that's only a few inches wide. Animals like bears or coyotes can't bother us here. Whew! And check out the view! God made us just right for staying safe in those hard, rocky places. My hooves are split and have a rough skin on the bottom that grips tight to the rugged rocks. Plus, I've got excellent eyesight. No glasses for me. It may sound like climbing these cliffs and balancing on jagged ledges is hard to do, but God has given me everything I need to live here. Fine food and keep my family safe. I've heard that you sometimes have to do hard things too. When there's a bully at school, maybe you feel like you're in a rough, rocky place. You may not be balanced on a cliff ledge like me, but maybe you have to balance homework, chores, sports, music, and friendships. That sounds hard. Maybe coming here today and making new friends even feels like a hard thing for you. But did you know you don't face those hard things alone? No way! Jesus is right beside you. Yep, even right now. He gives you His power to climb through those mountains of worry and get through any rough stuff you gotta do. The Bible powers you up with this truth. For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength. That means you don't have to have your own power to do hard things. Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Trust Jesus.
So whenever you see Ramsey, you can remember that Jesus' power helps us do hard things.
Trust Jesus.
Let's sing a song to remember how Jesus' power can help us do hard things through every rocky time.
God of heaven and earth, you are amazing. You hold me up with your hand. You give me faith, and I will put my hope in you alone, in you alone. God of heaven and earth, you are amazing. You hold me up with your hand. You give me faith, and I will put my hope in you alone, in you alone.
I will put my hope in you
Miss Kelsey, I think it's time to introduce everyone to our friends riding with us on the Rocky Railway. Get ready, guys. Rocky Railway VBS is full steam ahead.
Get ready for the adventure of your life. The Rocky Railway, founded in the year 1800 by Rocky McTop, is ready to take you on a grand adventure. There's only room for a select few, so get your tickets as fast as you can. Our journey will end in the great state of Colorado. See the greatest sights in the beautiful United States of America right out the window. Our trains go faster than any train in the world. With innovation and beautiful design, Rocky Railway trains are the cream of the crop. This wacky group is going to make for a bumpy ride. Will the group make it to their destination? Will they meet more wild characters on the way? What lessons will they learn? Stay tuned to find out.
All aboard!
Come on, Charlie, we're gonna miss the train!
But I'm nervous.
About what? I'm so excited to get on the train. It's so fun!
It's alright, sport. Trains mean adventure, and adventure is my middle name.
Trains don't mean adventure. Trains mean leaving everything I've ever loved behind. Like little Rosie's queso.
And Mom?
Yes, her too.
And who are you?
I'm Charcoal. Nice to meet you. I'm going on an adventure.
Well, I'm Anita Diesel, and this is my brother.
Charlie, we're going to visit our Aunt Track.
Hello. Are you two kids Anita and Charlie?
Yeah?
Well, I'm Nurse Carly. I work on the train. I've been assigned to help you since you're traveling alone.
It's time for the train to leave. Get the luggage.
Yes, Madam Ticket.
That's her. Tammy with an I-ticket. She's the heiress of the train dynasty. She's about to run all of these trains. You know her grandpa is Rocky, like in Rocky McTop. He built this whole train dynasty when he came over from Ireland with his 2 bare hands and 2 coins.
Wow.
All aboard!
Oh, Charlie, don't you just love this train? It's so grand.
I don't care how grand the train is. I just want to go to Aunt Track's house in Colorado. Even though she makes me broccoli.
Did you say that you kids are headed to Colorado? Well, I'm headed there as well. Isn't that neat?
Why are you going to Colorado, Mr. Cole?
Anita, call me Char. I'm going because I'm seeking adventure. I lived my whole life looking for the next thrill. This time, I'm going to find it in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado.
But aren't you afraid you're leaving your friends and family behind?
Well, to be honest with you, little fella, I tend to be a little bit of a loner. I don't have many friends and family, and I've moved around so much that it's hard to keep up. It does make me sad sometimes.
Well, Char, we all have to do hard things sometimes. I mean, look at my brother. He's been scared to get on this train all day. And if I'm going to be honest, I'm a little scared too.
And I am traveling to Colorado to see my family as we're mourning the loss of my dear beloved grandpapa, Rocky McTop. May he rest in peace. Talk about hard. First I lose my dear grandpapa, and now I have to take over the train empire.
What is going on with all this whining? I'm just kidding. Hello, my name is Ed Biscuithead. I'm the conductor of the train. And if you think you got it rough, I'm losing my mustache. You know, this reminds me of a story in the Bible about a person who experienced a hard time. In the book of Acts, to be exact, it was a story of a person by the name of Paul or Saul. A person by the name of Ananias converted Saul in the Bible. It's a really great story.
Roll the footage.
What am I going to do? Oh, what am I going to do? Should I hide? Yeah, I'll hide. Let's see, where can I hide? Can they see me down here? I don't think that's gonna work. Ooh, maybe I need a disguise. What can I find? Ooh, mustache. That's itchy. I don't think that's gonna work. Every time I think back to the vision of heaven that I had this morning that told me that I should go to Straight Street, and when I get there to ask a man from Tarsus named Saul, I get worried. Oh, I gotta hide. Let's see what we have in here. I've never seen one of these before, but you know what? I bet it could hide my face. Let's try. No, that's not gonna work. The voice said that I should place my hands on Saul and pray for him so Saul would be able to see again. The problem is, I've heard about this Saul. He's here in Damascus to arrest anyone who loves Jesus. And I love Jesus. He's thrown lots of my friends in prison, and he's here in Damascus. Oh my. And if I go and do what I'm told and restore his sight, the first thing that he'll see is me. And Saul arrests Christians and throws them in jail. He throws rocks like this at Christians. He locks Christians up in chains. I'm not sure what he would do with this, but I don't want to stick around and find out. Why is God asking me to do such a hard thing? I remember that as a Christian, Jesus' power helps us do hard things.
Trust Jesus!
What was that? Anyway, the strange thing is, I heard that Jesus appeared to Saul in a bright light while he was traveling here. It shone around Saul, and Saul heard the voice of Jesus and fell to the ground, blind. His buddies even had to lead him here to Damascus. So, Saul had a vision. I had a vision. There's got to be something going on here. Well, I think I just need to trust Jesus. Here I go.
It really makes me feel better that we aren't the only ones that have to deal with hard things.
That's right. Jesus' power helps us to do hard things.
Jesus' power pulls us through.
I wish that I could change my name to Tammy with a Y, but Grandpapa insisted I be Tammy with an I.
Did you even get the point of the story? His name changed because he was a new person, not because he didn't like his name. I feel like I can travel without being scared, knowing that God is on my side.
I'm with you, kid. We can do hard things with God on our side.
I guess trains aren't so scary.
If these children and poor people can face hard things, I guess that I, a rich adult woman, can do so as well. I think this calls for a treat. Axel, get us a charcuterie board.
Don't you mean charcuterie?
You heard what I said.
Turn those thinking caps on. It's time for Imagination Station.
Welcome to Imagination Station. I'm so glad you're here. We're going to have so much fun getting to learn about Jesus' power during VBS. But I have one question before we can get started. Who brought their imagination? Whew, I was worried that some of you might have forgotten your imaginations because it's only the first day of VBS. Let me tell you a story to get your imagination flowing a little bit. So, I was talking to my friend Ramsey. I think you might have met him earlier. He's a big horned sheep. Well, he was telling me that him and his friends love living in the Rocky Mountains because the mountains are beautiful and the scenery is spectacular. Well, Ramsey said it can be a little hard to live in the Rocky Mountains during winter because it snows. That's where Ramsey's sure-footed feet come in handy because he can walk on the snow and ice. Even when it snows, Ramsey knows that Jesus' power helps us do hard things. There, that's better. I think your imaginations are up and running now, and that's a good thing because here at Imagination Station, you'll get to be part of fun activities and science experiments that'll help us discover more about Jesus' power. And you get a super fun sciencey gizmo that you get to keep. We'll get to our first activity in a minute, but first I have another question for you. Are you ready? Here's our first talk starter question. How long does it take a baby bighorn sheep to be able to walk and climb as well as its mother? Does it take 6 weeks or 1 day? Take a second to think about your answer. Okay, I need a loud drum roll before I can reveal the answer. Everyone drum roll with me. And the answer is a baby bighorn sheep can walk and climb as well as its mother in just 1 day. Imagine that! In a minute, we're going to start on our first sciencey fun gizmo. It's called an off-rail roller, and it's super cool. But I think it needs a track to start on. So everyone pause the video and go get your Stay on Track pack, some paper, and some markers or crayons or a pencil to draw your track. Now go ahead and pause the video and get those things and draw your track. Today we're discovering that Jesus' power helps us do hard things. We all have to do hard things sometimes, and we may not understand why. Our lives seem to be going in all different directions. Let's see what that's like by making our off-rail roller. Pull apart the black roller so that you have 2 pieces. Then you're going to take your rubber band and put it through the hole that has a raised bump on the outside. This part might be kind of hard, so you might want to ask an adult for help. Then you're going to keep the rubber band in place and put your long yellow straw through the rubber band and pull it tight. Now you're going to hold the end of your rubber band and pull it so that you can put it through the hole in the other black piece. This part is really tricky, so you definitely might want to have a parent help you. Once you have the rubber band pulled through both pieces of the black roller, you're going to put your tiny yellow straw under the rubber band And it's going to look like that. So then, this is the really fun part. You get to wind up this long yellow straw, do it in a circle a couple of times, and then you're going to place your off-rail roller on the track that you made and let go. Okay, so that's how you make your off-rail roller. It was really hard to make. At least I thought so. And so this helps to remind us that Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Jesus loves us no matter what and has good plans for our lives. I'll see you next time here at Imagination Station.
Let's get moving. It's time for locomotion games.
Welcome to Locomotion Games. I'm Conductor Carson, and I'm so excited to keep you moving during Rocky Railway VBS. We are going to have an awesome time at Locomotion Games, running and splashing and playing and laughing as we learn about Jesus' power. Today, we're on track with how Jesus' power helps us do hard things. You'll get to take on a fun challenge in this game. Let's see how hard it gets. The first game is called Runaway Train, because like a runaway train, it's a little out of control. It can be scary when things are out of control in real life, but our fears and worries can be calmed when we give our attention to Jesus and ask for his help. Jesus' power can help us do hard things. Let's see how focusing on something that's calm and steady can help you in this out of control game. This game can be played with a large group or just you and one friend, parent, or babysitter. All you are going to need is one pool noodle and a plastic or paper or styrofoam cup that the noodle will fit inside of. Now grab a partner and one of you take the pool noodle and the other one take the cup. Spread out somewhere where you have lots of space, but be directly across from each other. The partner holding the cup should hold it away from their body with the top of the cup facing your partner, like this. Whoop! Make sure you hold it really, really still. The other partner will hold the pool noodle and is going to run as fast as he or she can directly towards the cup that the partner is holding, with the goal of getting the free end of the pool noodle directly into the cup. Now, runners, you aren't allowed to slow down to aim. You must run all the way to the cup and try and hit the target that is the cup. It's difficult, but it is hilariously fun. Also, remember to hold the pool noodle right at the edge of one end while running. This allows the pool noodle to flop and flail while I run, making it hard to control at the other end of the pool noodle. And that's kind of the point. Make sure that you take turns being the runner and the cup holder with your partner. And that's all you need to know to play Runaway Train. Pause the video and get outside and play. I will wait here for you, and when you're ready for the next game, come back and resume the video. Welcome back to Locomotion Games. I hope you had so much fun playing Runaway Train. Our next super fun game is all about holding on tight when things get tough. For this game, you need to have at least 2 other players to play with. You are going to link together with them to form a train, and your goal is to keep your train together. No train cars going off the rails. This game is really simple. First, you need to stand in a line with all your friends. Everyone in line will either hold hands or link together to form a train line. The person at the front of the line gets to be the train engine and decide where the train will go. And the train at the end gets to be the caboose. The person at the head of the line, the engine, will then run and move around the play area, changing directions frequently, and the rest of the train will follow and try and hold on to each other. If anyone detaches from a train line, then the train needs to stop so we don't leave anyone behind. You can then shuffle positions in line and keep playing. Go ahead and pause the video and go outside and play. I'll see you soon. Wow, today was so much fun. Thank you so much for joining me at Locomotion Games. So what part of today's game was the most fun? What was the hardest part of today's game? It could get pretty hard to hold on and stay together. It's true, when we have to do something hard in our lives too. When we're struggling, it can pull us apart from our friends. How have hard times in your life been hard on your friendships? For me, it's kind of been like right now during coronavirus, when I don't get to see my friends very often. Coronavirus has been hard, and that's how it's had a toll on my friendship. It's normal to be frustrated or upset when you're trying to do something hard, but that's when we need our friends the most. Let's hold on to our friends because a lot of times it's through the help and love of friends that Jesus' power helps us to do hard things.
Trust Jesus!
Thank you so much for joining me today at Locomotion Games. I am Conductor Carson, and I will see you next time.
Sit back, relax. It's time for KidVid Cinema.
Welcome to KidVid Cinema. I'm so glad you're here. We're going to have an awesome week together, and we'll get a chance to dive right into God's amazing book, the Bible. And we get to watch these amazing videos about real kids telling real stories about the amazing power of Jesus. I'm so excited to discover more about Jesus' power this week with you. And I'm so excited to watch KidVid videos. You know, it's pretty cool when we get to watch videos and we're learning and watching God's work at hand. These kids in these videos are real kids just like you. And Jesus' power helps them every day, just like Jesus' power can help you. Today we're going to discover Jesus' power helps us do hard things. In today's video, we'll meet a friend named Dominic who loves to do karate. Everyone know what karate is? It's a sport that focuses on self-control and strengthening the body and mind. It involves special kicks and movements that might seem hard to do, but as you watch today's video, be on the lookout for hard things that Dominic has to learn. Let's watch.
My name is Dominic and I'm almost 11 years old.
Dominic lives with his mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa. He enjoys all kinds of hobbies, but one is his favorite.
I like to build things. I also like karate a lot. I love karate because I get to really express myself and I get to have fun, and I also get to build character and build physical strength.
Learning karate is hard work. Dominic practices up to 3 times a week. Plus, he practices at home with his dad.
The hardest thing about karate is definitely a lot of push-ups, leg lifts, sit-ups.
Dominic knows that he needs to trust Jesus when things get hard.
There was this board breaking thing, and I saw all the other kids break it with their palm. Right here. Boom. Just didn't work out for me.
Dominic failed to break the board with his hand, but he didn't give up. He continued to train, and he asked Jesus to help him.
And I said, I'm gonna break this board. It's an obstacle in my way, and let me push through it. And I broke it.
Another part of karate is taking tests to earn new belts. Each belt color represents a new level. Earning a new belt is hard.
I was very discouraged on the first day because I was afraid I wasn't going to pass, and that's what brought me down. The second day, I was feeling very, very discouraged, very, very, very sad, and I thought, I don't think I'm going to pass this, and I didn't. I failed, and I failed, and I failed. Finally got to the last day that I could possibly test, and I said, this isn't going to be like those last times. I am going to pass it. I said, you know what, Jesus can help me get through this. I'm just going to pray to him today. I am going to pass the test tomorrow. And I did.
In the Bible, in the book of Philippians chapter 4, verse 13, it says, "For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength."
My 3-day test, it was really hard. And Jesus helped me through that. I was nervous for it. If you're going through hard things, I suggest that all you need to do is just trust in God and He'll help you. Pray to God and He can get you through anything. Jesus' power helps us do hard things.
What a cool video. Dominic sure had some hard things he had to learn to be good at karate. So let's read our Bible verse for today.
Philippians 4:13 says, "For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength."
Isn't that incredible? Christ is another name for Jesus. And what a great verse for today, when we're discovering that Jesus' power helps us do hard things. This verse tells me that no matter what hard things I have to do, I'll have the strength to get through it because Jesus will give me His strength and power. You know, I remember seeing a story about an Olympic gold medalist diver from the United States who said something to herself every time before she went to dive. When she was being interviewed by a TV person, they asked her, what are you saying before you go diving? And she said this exact same verse every single time before she went diving. And that's pretty crazy. Think about it. When we love to do something that's really hard, but we love to do it, going through these hard times is worth it. And that's just incredible that Jesus is able to help us through this.
Pause the video to answer this question.
I bet you had some great answers. For me though, it's drinking dark sodas like Pepsi, Coke, Dr. Pepper, and root beer. They're not very good for you, they're bad for your teeth, the caffeine isn't good, but they taste so good and it's such a hard habit for me to break. I can see this verse encouraging us to do a lot of different things. But even though we face different situations and have different hard things to do, Jesus' power never changes. Jesus is with us all the time, and His strength and power is always there for us. I don't know about you, but I think that's an amazing promise. Let's thank Jesus in prayer for now. Dear God, thank you for this incredible lesson we've been able to learn through KidVid today. We learned about how your incredible power will always be with us and always be able to come over any odds that we face. Just want to thank you for being able to be strong and courageous, knowing that you have our back no matter what we're going through. And in Jesus' name, amen.
Hope you're hungry. It's time for Choo Choo Snacks.
Welcome to Choo Choo Snacks. I'm so glad that you're here today for our first day. Today, we're going to be making Choo Choo tracks. So join me in the kitchen to see how we make them.
Alright, so let's get started. To begin, we have chocolate chip granola bars, but you get what you guys like. S'mores, peanut butter, whatever you've got at home works just fine. So we got chocolate chip, and then Twizzlers, but Nerds Rope or string cheese or whatever you got at home works perfectly. Alright, so let's get started assembling it. So to begin, you're going to unwrap three granola bars and set them out on a plate. So I have 1, 2, 3. So these resemble the railroad ties that are put down first because they're the heaviest. They're about 300 pounds each, which is crazy. And they are what make the railroad strong. So then we're going to add the Twizzlers on top that make it look like a railroad, just like this. We'll kind of lean it up so you guys can see. So our snack railroad is a great reminder that sometimes we have to do hard things. And those things are what put us on track to what's best. And Jesus can help us with that. So today, our Bible verse is Philippians 4:13, which says,
"For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength."
Jesus' power helps us do hard things. So that's it for Choo Choo Snacks. Can't wait to see you guys next week for another delicious treat.
Our VBS today is pulling into the station. Let's get ready for Rocky Wrap-Up. I hope that you enjoyed your very first day of Rocky Railway VBS. Welcome to our very first Rocky Wrap-Up. I'm Miss Kelsey, and each week we are going to wrap up our tremendous trip around the tracks with songs, smiles, and some surprises. Bighorn sheep like Ramsey are custom made to travel up steep mountains. When you see Ramsey, you can remember that Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Trust Jesus. There is power in Jesus. Let's sing.
is power, power, wonder-working power in the blood of the Lamb. There is power, power, wonder-working power in the precious blood of the Lamb. Oh, there is power, power, wonder-working power in the blood of the Lamb. There is power, wonder-working power in the precious blood of the Lamb.
So today we learned that Jesus' power helps us do hard things. Through the story of Ananias converting Saul. Oh wait, there's my friend Ananias right now.
Hey, Miss Kelsey.
Hey.
I've just come back from seeing Saul, and let me tell you, I was so scared. But my friends reminded me that Jesus' power helps us do hard things.
Well, that is so awesome. So tell me what happened.
Well, I found the house, and I went in, and there was Saul. And he hadn't eaten for 3 days. And he was blind, but he was still very scary.
Oh no, so what did you do?
I said, Brother Saul, the Lord Jesus, who appeared to you on the road, sent me so that you could get your sight back and be filled with the Holy Spirit. I put my hands on his shoulders and bam, these weird, scaly things fell off his eyes and he could see again.
Wow, that's incredible.
I know. And then he was baptized and he had something to eat. And I came here to tell all of my friends what happened.
Wow, it sounds like God has some big plans for Saul.
That's right. Not only that, God has big plans for everyone.
That's right.
Even everyone watching VBS. We can do it because Jesus' power helps us do hard things.
That's right.
Well, I have to go. I'll see you later, Miss Kelsey.
Bye, Ananias. See you later. Wow, that was crazy. So Ananias had to trust Jesus, and so do we. Let's sing a new song that celebrates how we can trust Jesus.
If there's one thing we can count on, it's that God will never let us down, and we can trust everything He does. He keeps His promises, we know, because the word of the Lord holds true. We can trust Him, we can trust Him. The word of the Lord holds true. We can trust Him, we can trust Him. If there's one thing we can count on, it's that God will never let us down, and we can trust everything He does. He keeps His promises, we know, because the word of the Lord holds true. We can trust Him, we can trust Him. The word of the Lord holds true. We can trust Him, we can trust Him. The word of the Lord holds true. We can trust Him, we can trust Him. The word of the Lord holds true. We can trust Him, we can trust Him. We can trust Him, we can trust Him.
When we're friends with Jesus, He takes us to incredible places and shows us unbelievable things. God is right here with us all the time. When you see God in everyday life, this is called a God sighting. God sightings help us watch for Jesus' awesome power in the everyday, no matter where you are. A God sighting could be a prayer, a hug from a friend, the sunshine, or an encouraging and kind word from a friend. We had a fantastic day on the Rocky Railway. Thank you so much for celebrating Jesus' awesome power with us. I can't wait for next week for more adventure, discovery, and excitement with all of you. We'll see you real soon.
We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're trusting